one of the biggest free agents still available right now is Josh Hader, and the Yankees are in on him in terms of negotiations. But is he worth it? What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and Josh Hader's one of the best closers in baseball right now. Last year in 60 innings, had a below 2 ERA, below a 1.5 ERA. In 56 innings, had over 80 strikeouts. This guy has absolute electric stuff. Earlier this week, he comes out and says he wants Edwin Diaz type money. Now, Edwin Diaz type money means he wants 9 figures. He wants $100 million. Is a closer worth $100 million? Like I just said, he only pitched 60 innings last year. Usually a closer will come in for 1 inning. Do you really want to pay 9 figures to that guy? If that's just a figure to kind of negotiate down from, then we may not even be having a discussion right now. He should be a Yankee at that point. If he's hell-bent on getting Edwin Diaz type money, which, you know what? If you're thinking about it, him and Edwin Diaz are pretty similar, and almost like the quarterback situation in football, he's the next man up. He should be getting the next biggest deal. That all makes sense. But if we're thinking about this from the Yankees' perspective, do the Yankees really see a value in giving a guy 9 figures, seeing the daunting task they have ahead of them in retaining Juan Soto? If they do trade for a Corbin Burnes or someone like that, re-signing them, those guys might have more value in terms of retaining some money than getting Josh Hader. Getting a guy like Montgomery at that point, saving the money that you would have spent on Yamamoto, then putting that money into an extension for Juan Soto, that's probably better use of your money. Josh Hader, yes, is very electric, but the way Matt Blake works with these pitchers in the bullpen, who would have thought that Wandy Peralta would be an X factor? A guy like Clay Holmes could be at times an elite closer. And I know what you're probably thinking when I say that. Clay Holmes is probably one of the reasons you'd consider this because of how inconsistent he is. Clay Holmes at his best is up there with some of the better closers. You've got guys in there like Michael King. Look, now in San Diego, but was developed through the system with Matt Blake. Matt Blake works very well with these guys. So do you really want to go out and spend that much money? You can go out and get a guy like we did when we traded Estevan Florial a few days ago, and possibly work with him, get the best out of him possible, sort of create a bullpen that doesn't cost too much to focus on the guys who are really important. Again, I'm not very sure about this discussion. The biggest thing is Josh Hader is probably bar none a top 2 closer in baseball. Why wouldn't you want that if we're going to try and guarantee ourselves wins? If this is a win or bust year, which if we get Corbin Burnes, it would be a win or bust year because 2 of our main guys at that point that we got this offseason are going to become free agents. And if you really want to take that risk, then maybe it's not a win or bust season. We need one, right? We need this ring. That's where this season becomes win or bust. That's where Josh Hader could be vital to this team. But I'm not too sure the Yankees are looking at Josh Hader and saying 9 figures is the way we want to go. One way you could look at this, if he wants Edwin Diaz type money, Edwin Diaz has an escalating contract. Edwin Diaz right now is on a deal that starts off at $17.25 million, goes up to $18.5 with options. If you wanted to tell him you're getting Edwin Diaz type money, give him a higher AAV than 18.5. If you did 4 years at $19 million, that's only $76 million. But he's still making Edwin Diaz type money. It's just not for as long as Edwin Diaz's contract. At that point, I think that deal is perfect. I think if you combine that deal with a Gumby deal, that makes this offseason perfect. It saves us almost $100 million off of Yamamoto, an unproven talent. This is where the Yankees have to be smart because, again, losing out on Juan Soto after the season would be very detrimental, especially with what we had to give up for him. Guys like Michael King. I believe Michael King at some point will be in Cy Young conversations. You had given up some big prospects. Randy Vasquez. I had a lot of confidence in Randy Vasquez when he pitched against San Diego. Seeing how well he did against San Diego, I had a lot of hope for him moving forward in his career. We lost him in that trade. With what we gave up, losing him in free agency and him only being a 1-year rental deal, that could be detrimental, especially if we do not win it. Keeping some money on the books could be helpful in a deal like that, especially because of Steinbrenner's past of not wanting to spend too much money. If he saves the money this offseason, he may possibly go out and spend it moving forward. Josh Hader's also super fucking good, to where this might be a guy, if you pair him up, if you say, okay, Clay Holmes, you move on to be the setup guy, then we may sign back Wandy. You put him as a 5th, 6th inning guy. You have this tandem of bullpen arms that are all possible closers, that all have electric stuff. That could be one of the differences come postseason time, because we're playing the best of the best in October. So a lot of these games are going to be close. If you have a team that can lock it down late, that could be the difference in us going out ALCS and losing and winning the World Series. That could be the difference. I don't know what to think here. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back with more videos soon. Take care and peace.